Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chetna Hundal if you're new, and I make a variety of videos on my channel. I do anything from vlogs, hauls. I'm currently doing a Mummy Mondays series where I release a video every Monday, everything to do with motherhood and just parenting in general. And today's video, I'm bringing you a video about different food ideas and snack ideas that are low calorie. Now, I know a lot of us are trying to get healthy, trying to lose that weight and just trying to get in shape, really. I have had a struggle with my weight since I had my children and just can't seem to shift the mum tum. It just doesn't want to leave me. Thank God for TikTok as well as YouTube. I have learned about counting your calories and how this can actually help with weight loss. And I'm proud to say that currently I've lost almost a stone. So now, I'm not going to say what my weight is because I just still feel a little bit, you know. And to be honest with you, I'm not even really looking at the scales. If at all, to be honest with you. I did it this morning and then I saw a drop, so I thought, right, before I come on here and say something to you lot, I want to make sure that it's actually working. Not just looking at the number on the scales, but I have noticed a change in my body. So whilst I still am a bit fluffy, on the fluffier side, I have seen a decrease in the fluff, if you know what I'm saying. So, and also my clothes are fitting a little bit better and I've dropped a dress size. I'm almost dropping another dress size because I had some smaller clothes. I'm just going to get comfortable. Oh, I look really tiny now, I know. Like I look quite small compared to the spread. But yeah, as I was saying, I have noticed a change in dress size, a change in my body. So I feel like what I've been doing is working. Now, I think the struggle for me, as many other people will find, is that when you're on a diet, it's difficult to stick to it, because usually on any diet plans that you may be on, I'm not going to say any, but eating some or certain foods can be very, very sinful. And when you're watching your weight, you know, you're not allowed to eat certain things. And so you're very restricted. And what I think ends up happening naturally is you fall out of those habits that you are on plan with, let's say before, and then you end up binge eating or just eating kind of what you were, say, previously. And then you end up either putting the weight back on that you've lost, or you just kind of spill over long term into unhealthy food habits. And I think then obviously gradually you're going to put on the weight and you're going to have an unhealthy relationship with food. So one thing with me that I always found is, because these like diets or plans were restrictive, and I found that food became really boring. So like stuff was usually unseasoned, very plain. And I have found that when you have food with like, say, fats in them, they do taste better, like more fuller tasting, more creamier, or however you want to look at it, as opposed to foods that are like just light and airy. You don't feel satisfied, and I think that's the key thing, is you don't feel satisfied. So then, you know, us women especially, we end up having cravings, and that's when you tend to have your binges, right? So what I've done is, a lot of the food that I've got here, I brought new, so then I have something properly to show you. But you know, I have children in the house, very young children, and a husband, and although he doesn't have a sweet tooth, we do like our snacks in this house. Now, I have been very restrictive previously, but now that I'm watching my calories, and I do that by using MyFitnessPal app. So it is a free app and you can pay a premium to use premium services, and you know, hashtag not sponsored and whatever, obviously, smaller channel, you know how it is. But I have been using that app to just purely to sort of track how many calories I've had for the day, and it also tracks your exercises, so how many steps you've done in the day. So I know it's trending right now that everyone's saying get your 10,000 steps in. There's also workouts online. I'll try to link some stuff down below if you like this kind of thing, because I find going to the gym boring. I need a bit of like a dancey workout, and then that makes it fun. I don't even feel like I'm working out. And so these things have helped me. Plus, I used to feel very self-conscious, like going outside for like walks, or if anyone's into running or jogging. But now I just sort of just go, headphones in and go. And these things I think contribute to helping to lose weight basically. And yeah, so I'm gonna get straight into this video. I've rambled on, but yeah, I just wanted to show you the snacks that I have, and I've got quite a selection here. So I've got like some savory stuff and some sweet stuff like desserts and stuff, and I feel like most of these are under 100 calories. And also because they're low cal, you're not going to be missing out on, say, if you're having a family movie night or you're having desserts. Starting to get slightly warmer now in the Midlands. So, you know, we've always liked our ice creams and lollies and things, but this way you don't feel like you're missing out. And I think that's another thing, is the flavour. With diets, there tends to be a lack of flavour or seasoning in savoury dishes, and I like my flavourful food. Like, I think it's in my blood. I'm Indian, you know, we like our spicy food. And so, you know, that being said, I like my food, my dinners and breakfasts and lunches to be like well seasoned or well flavoured, and same with my snacks. I don't want to feel like I'm eating something and I can kind of tell that, oh, this is like, what's the point of eating it, because I'm not enjoying it, I'm not satisfied. So things that are like satisfying you when you eat them is very important, so then that way you don't end up overeating. And I think this is the thing that I'm learning, is when people talk of eating in moderation. So yeah, low calorie foods, smaller portion sizes, and just, I think for women it's important that we satisfy our cravings, and yeah, just feeling fulfilled like with what we've eaten, really. I think that's the bottom line. So I'll start on this side, and the first thing I have is literally a loaf of bread. So boring, I know, and a lot of diets and plans will say do not eat bread, or if you do, you're very restricted. Now, it's not like you're going to be having toast or sandwiches like the whole day, but if you do like your sandwiches or your toast in the morning, for example, this, and the majority of the stuff that I have, by the way, is from Aldi. If something's from somewhere else, then I'll say where I got it from. But this is the Village Bakery Danish bread, and I'll give you a closer look. And this per slice is only 52 calories. So that's really good, considering some slices of bread are again near the 100 mark. So for 2 slices here, you're looking at 104 calories. Like, that's a full-on sandwich. And with this loaf in particular, so I've tried one other one. I don't know if I should say the branding here. That one is also low cal, but the bread is so thin and really like fluffy and airy. So when you toast it, you just feel like you're not eating proper bread. It just tastes like cardboard. Whereas this one, the slices are much thicker. There's nothing like wrong with it. When you toast it, still tastes like normal bread. When you have it in a sandwich, still just like a normal sandwich. You feel like you're eating normal bread basically, not something like airy, if that makes sense. So yeah, first recommendation is this Danish loaf from Aldi. A lot of people I have seen, when they have their lunches, they make wraps. And my recommendation is these wholemeal super soft wraps from Aldi. These are 172 calories, so one of my higher calorie items. 172 calories for one wrap. But I feel like you only really need one wrap, because really what's more important here is your filling. So depending on how you like your wraps or tortillas or like fajitas, enchiladas, you can use these. And so yeah, it depends what your filling is. Next thing I want to show you, cheese. So this is just Aldi's reduced fat soft cheese. Now this one, I actually picked up, it's still quite high in calorie, but it's 48 calories for per 30 gram serving. Now this is the garlic and herb soft cheese, but why I got this was I thought, again, if you want to have, say, a low calorie sandwich, you could have 2 slices of the Danish loaf, and then you could add your 30 grams of this soft cheese and a couple of slices of cucumber and maybe some salmon in there. Then you've got a nice little sandwich right there. That's low cal. So it says 30 grams, 48 calories. So obviously if you add more and you just sort of like guesstimate and just dump it on, then you are increasing your calories with this specific item. So I think with losing weight, you do want to be mindful about how many calories you're consuming and what you're eating. So you don't want to be just eating fattening food every day. I think this can be unhealthy. Whilst within your calorie boundary, let's say, it can be unhealthy. You want to be nutritionally balanced, let's just say that. But you will see with my spread here that in no way, shape or form with what I'm showing you are you going to be restricted on your plan, if you will, your own diet plan. So the next item I wanted to show you was these reduced fat or light mini baby bells. Now these are 42 calories per baby bell, and I know on some plans you can have like 2 or 3 of these, but this is specifically for if you really want something cheesy, rather than having like a cheese something, like say a cheese sandwich, a cheese wrap, or like a pizza. If you just want like a little something to satisfy that cheesy craving, definitely would recommend one of these. And these, I actually picked up this one and the chocolate one from, I believe this was B&M, I spotted them. And it's the skinny sauce. So this one is the garlic and herb skinny sauce, and it does say 0, so virtually 0 calories. It's gluten-free, fat-free, 0 dairy, vegan friendly. So I know there's a lot of people on the vegan diet, so this is good. No added sugar and diabetic friendly, of course, because no added sugar. So it does say at the back here, per 10 ml serving, it's 1 calorie. So virtually 0. But again, don't just squish on half the bottle. I would say try to measure this out, and then you're looking at a couple of calories depending on what you're eating. If you want to make like homemade fries or nachos, or if you just generally like your mayo or garlic mayo, or you're trying to do like a fake away recipe, then I definitely recommend this garlic and herbs sauce. And I picked up the chocolate flavour sauce as well, skinny syrup, this one says. Now this one is also 0 calorie, this one says, so not virtually, but yeah, per 10 ml serving, 0 calories, but it does also say per 100 ml it's 4 calories. Really not that many calories at all. Now this I actually got because there's a very popular chocolate syrup recommended by a diet company, and that one is a little bit pricey. It's nice, it tastes very nice, but it is a little bit pricey. The other one does have a few calories per tablespoon. This one's 0 calories and much cheaper, I found. So yeah, and I feel like you get a lot more in this. It's this size of this bottle alone looks almost to be double the size of the other popular one. So definitely recommend this chocolate syrup. Now I've got a fair few packets of crisps that I want to show you. Now I'm a crisp person, but when I was at the beginning of stages of losing weight, which was prior to Christmas and even a little bit before that, I was taking it a bit more seriously. One thing I missed so much was crisps, and I'm so glad that now I'm changing my lifestyle and eating healthier, eating within my calorie like boundaries, that I am allowed crisps, and as long as they're low calorie I won't feel so guilty about eating crisps. Now everything in moderation, so I'm not suggesting eating a packet of crisps per day. So I picked these up, the cheesy curls from Aldi, and these are 80 calories per crisp packet. As you can see, the kids have already taken to this bag here. They are really nice. They do taste like the original curls, cheesy curls, if you know what I'm saying. Like if you do feel like a cheesy flavor, again, this will like, you know, kill your craving. It will hit the spot. And being under 100 calories, at 80 calories, you don't have to feel guilty as well for having a packet of crisps. The next one I picked up is the Quavers. This is a sharing bag actually, which I didn't realise at the time. Silly me, I know it says there in like big writing, but I thought it was like a multi-pack. But yeah, so this is the sharing one. So obviously if you do get the sharing bag, then just measure it out. We had the salt and vinegar one, which was really nice. And this one I'm assuming will be really nice and like flavorful as well. Again, one of the items over 100 calorie mark, but per 30 gram serving it's 157 calories. So this is what I mean. If it was an individual crisp packets, then you're looking at 157 calories per bag. The next one I picked up is this bag here. These are chipsticks. Now they're salt and vinegar flavour, and these take me back to my childhood. I swear I remember these being in like newsagent shops for like very small amount, like 15-20p or something, and these were so yummy, and they still taste the same like they used to when I was young. And these are only 83 calories per packet. Yeah, they are quite small, but the bag is like filled all the way. And I feel like if you do eat a bag of these, you will feel satisfied. You'll feel like you've had a proper packet of crisps. I love these because again, they're under the 100 calorie mark. And the final packets of crisps that I wanted to show you were these Space Raiders. Again, a childhood favourite, but these are actually really good. So they're really yummy and they're only 58 calories per packet. So how good is that? This is from all the crisp packets I've shown you. This is the lowest calorie crisp packet. 58 calories. Then you have these at 80 calories. And then you've got the chipsticks at 83 calories. Oh, turn it this way. And then the more higher calorie option is the Flavour prawn cocktail crisps here. I wanted to add, I did pick up a while ago from Asda their own range. I hope you can hear me through all the crunching, a little bit of ASMR, right? But I did pick up from Asda their own range of crisps. So it was like a massive bag with loads of different flavors of crisps. I think they had 3 different kinds. I'm pretty sure it was like onion rings and like what's it style, and I think it was like the chipsticks. So but each of those bags I'm pretty sure came in at like around 90 calories. So I'd recommend checking those out as well if you're shopping at Asda. The next item I have to show you are these hot chocolates. So I have the Options brand, and I also have this light hot chocolate drink from Aldi. So I'm going to just show you a close-up of both of them so you can get a better look. Now in Aldi I only spotted the one flavour, which is Belgian chocolate. But with the Options, so this one is Belgian choc mint, but they do other flavours as well. I think like salted caramel, the original Belgian chocolate, and I think a couple of other ones. I think there was a white chocolate one I've seen as well. But these are very low cal as well. So with this one, it's 11 grams, and with a 200 ml of water, you're looking at 40 calories. And same with this one, 39 calories for 11 grams of powder in 200 ml of water. And it says here that's 3 teaspoons, but I would say definitely measure these out so you can stick to the calorie guideline. Obviously in price they vary. Whoops, almost dropped it. So the Options tend to be a little bit more on the pricey side, and this one was cheaper. Now I have yet to try this one. I only wanted to try it because it was very similar to the Options Belgian chocolate, hot chocolate. So that's why I purchased this. I'll again put up a review on my Instagram and let you know whether these are nice and worth it or not. Or I might just compile my reviews and put them in a video so then you know how some of these actually taste. A lot of these items I've had and they're good. I will say if I haven't had them so you know. So if you like your hot chocolates and you don't want to give them up, then definitely recommend these low calorie options. Like I've seen on social media, especially like TikTok, people are doing snack bags or boxes. So they're making up bags or little boxes of a variety of snacks for the day. and labeling them with how many calories they're totaling. So I think that's such a good idea. So say you know will have a cheese craving, and you know you'll want a hot drink, and then you know you'll want a packet of crisps. So if you add these three together, let's say, then that's your little snack intake, but then you won't end up feeling guilty for it, which is so important, I think. So moving on, the next thing I picked up were these were from B&M, and these are the Skinny Crunch bars. Now I've seen bars like this everywhere. So like you've got other ones that are a little bit more expensive that you might get in like the more bigger supermarkets, but these are less than 75 calories. Actually, they're only 73 calories per bar. And this was quite cheap as well from B&M. I've seen other like skinny bars as well where they've got a different filling. So these ones are just the mint and dark chocolate ones, and they're kind of like a cereal bar, they look like. And now the reason I got these is because I'm a fan of like dark chocolate and mint, and this kind of thing will suit me more. But if you like, they do like the skinny whip bars and you're more a fan of that kind of stuff, then yeah, I would recommend trying those out as well. Before I forget, I just wanted to add, you have the standard like Fibre One bars that you can get at like Tesco, for example, that are really, really popular, and the whole range really is quite popular. Now, Aldi actually do like a Fibre One style bar, which is also similar in calories. I think it's around the same calories. I believe it was like 83 or something, like per brownie bar, and they taste pretty similar, but they're a bit more cheaper. So again, check that out in Aldi because they do those Fibre One style bars. And now moving on to those of you that have a bit more of a sweeter tooth. So I picked up these little bags of mini party rings. Now these are 83 calories per mini bag. So yeah, they're quite small. But again, I feel like when you have, I've had one of these and they are really satisfying. They're really sugary sweet. So if you like your sweet stuff, I feel like you don't even really need a whole bag of these. You can just have a couple, and I feel like that will like satisfy your sweet craving. The next thing I picked up were these little chocolate bars. Now these are the treat size dreamy bars from Aldi. These I also picked up in Aldi. Now these bars are like the Milky Way bars, and they are 73 calories per bar. So I'm going to open the bag for you just to show you like how big they are. Now they are treat size, so they are pretty small. So if I put it on my hand like that, you can kind of gauge like how tiny they are. Not super tiny, they're big enough again to like satisfy a craving. So I would recommend those. Again, they're very sweet and sugary, so definitely will kill off that sweet craving that you may have. And you get loads in here, by the way, so again, like value for money. The next thing that I recommend are these rice cakes. These were from Aldi, and these ones are the caramel flavour rice cakes. And I also have tried from Aldi their chocolate coated rice cakes, and they do yogurt ones as well, but I've not tried those yet. Now the chocolate ones are 82 calories per rice cake, which if you're a fan of rice cakes, then you know that's a pretty high amount of calories for one rice cake. But let me tell you, I tried 2 rice cakes and I cut up a banana and put it on top of the rice cake and had that for a breakfast, and it was so yummy and almost indulgent. Like you don't even feel like you're having something healthy, you feel like you're being a bit naughty. So I definitely recommend that as a breakfast. And also when I wanted something with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, like the done thing, the British thing is to have like cake and tea or something like that. But I've had one of those chocolate rice cakes with a mug of coffee, and that has really like hit the spot for me. So I would definitely recommend you do try those if you like your more chocolatey items. But these caramel ones are lower in calories. So these are 45 calories per rice cake. So you could just have one of these, and they're very sweet. In fact, as you can see, I've got like a half left, a broken half. But sometimes I'll even half this and have it just to satisfy a craving, and I find that that's enough for me. But I suppose when you're starting out with any form of like, you know, monitoring your calorie intake, then it is quite difficult, and you might just want the whole one, which I'll say don't feel guilty about it. But yeah, so half of that. Yummy. It's really sweet, and being that it's really sweet, I feel like you feel like you're eating something a little bit indulgent, a little bit naughty, but again, you're not. In our family, we do like to have desserts after pretty much every evening meal, but I would say I definitely recommend these as a dessert because again, they're just so yummy. The next one that I have before moving on to the frozen stuff are these ever popular 10 cal jellies. I have actually tried different flavors in these. Now this, it says here per pot it's 4 calories, and by the time you finish the whole thing you feel so satisfied. Like, these are really yummy. Now these come in a pack of 6 and they are a little bit pricey, but again, like I say, you're not gonna have the same thing every day. You're not gonna have jelly like every evening. I mean, I suppose you could again, but mine have lasted me ages. I think I've only had like 3. I think I've only got 3 left, including this one. And say you're running low on your calories for the day, then 4 calories, again, it's like you don't have to feel guilty about it, and you've just had a dessert with your family, so you're not missing out on like the fun eating with your family. See, I grew up like enjoying food. A lot of my like fond memories with my family, a lot of fond like childhood memories like surround food. So like going to relatives' houses for dinner, or them coming to like my house for dinner, you know, all our like parties or like any dues that we had, like Christmas dues, there was always like food there. It was all about the food. So I've grown up being a foodie and my family now, like my kids, we're all foodies. So needless to say, for me it's been very hard, but I feel like I've not like messed up, if you know what I mean. Like, I've pretty much stuck to eating like within my calorie allowance for the day, and it just makes me feel good. I feel like it's a lot more sustainable and a lot more of a healthier way of eating, in terms of like eating mindfully and having a healthy relationship with food. So moving on to the frozen bits, I've got these milk lollies here, again a childhood favourite. These are 30 calories per lolly. How good is that? They're just like the normal size lollies, so it's not like this super like miniature sized where you feel like, oh, is that all I'm getting? And then you feel like you want another one because you've not ate enough. So the, you know, the standard size that you get, and 30 calories again, I think is really good. The next box I want to show you are these fruit spiral lollies. So they're like this. Now these are actually quite large, as big as my head. And these are only 47? Yeah, 47 calories per lolly. And I actually have had one of these, and these are so yummy. These also taste very yummy, very creamy. The next box I have are these mini whirls. Now these are actually really small. I've not tried one of these yet, but I imagine they taste just like Twisters and they're just half the size. So you've got this like red version here with the green in the middle. And this one is green on the outside with red in the middle there. And these are only 46 calories per lolly. So pretty good for a yummy creamy lolly. It's pretty good. And it says pineapple, strawberry, lemon and lime flavour. So I think the different colours of like the icy bit are those different flavours. And now the final item that I have to show you are the ever popular lollies that are like trending on TikTok still. Are these Gianni's mint choc ice lollies. This is actually our second box because the whole family have tried these and everyone's giving them a thumbs up. The flavours I've seen in these are this one, so the mint chocolate chip one, and they also do a salted caramel one. Now I made up a dessert where I took off, because it's ice cream, because it's essentially ice cream on a lolly stick. So I took off the ice cream bit, put it in a bowl, and then I added one of those Aldi version of the Fibre One bars, warmed up a little bit, and I tell you what, that was the most indulgent dessert ever. And you were looking at like 160 something calories for like that whole dessert bowl, which was amazing. So yeah, these are 87 calories per lolly. I think the salted caramel ones might be like 89. But yeah, really yummy. When I buy stuff like this, and if stuff's supposed to be like creamy, I'm quite skeptical that is it actually going to taste creamy, or is it just going to be like like fake creamy tasting. And if you know, if you've had like low calorie, low fat foods, you'll know what I'm talking about that fake kind of taste, powdery taste. But with these, I did not get that at all. My daughter, she had the normal Aldi mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I had one of these and she tried mine and she literally couldn't tell the difference. I had a little taste as well, and you really cannot tell that much of a difference. This one is still really creamy. So big thumbs up for these. And that's pretty much everything that I wanted to show you in this video. So a bit of a long one, sorry about that, but hope that you found some yummy snacks and food ideas in this video, and definitely go and check them out. And as you can see, a lot of these were under 100 calories. So if you are making up, say, like a snack bag, or you have like a certain amount of calories allocated to like snacks and treats, then a lot of these you can add to that, and again, it's like guilt-free eating. So finally, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And now I'm gonna have to hide some of these snacks so my little squirrels, my little children, don't decide to just go crazy on some of these bits. If you have any yummy snack recommendations, especially like chocolatey stuff or like cheesy stuff, then please pop your recommendation in the comments below. I would love to have more recommendations. And if you've got, say, recommendations for snacks under 100 calories or food items under 100 calories, then I would be interested in that. I'm sure many others would love to know as well. So please share your recommendations in the comments below. And please, could you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. I will definitely be doing more videos like this because I'm a foodie and I feel like other foodies can vibe with me. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.